Please subscribe my channel. It was a Friday night, and the city was alive with excitement. Music poured out from bars, people laughed in the streets, and lights twinkled like faraway stars. I had planned a quiet evening at home, hoping to spend some quality time with my wife, Emily. For weeks, we had been avoiding little fights, and each one we left unresolved had quietly built up more stress between us. I wanted to make things positive. I tidied up the living room, put out some snacks, poured 2 glasses of wine, and turned down the lights to make everything feel warm and comfortable. I imagined us sitting together, relaxing after a tough week, sharing gentle laughs, and maybe bringing back the closeness that had seemed a bit distant lately. I had no clue that while I waited, Emily had already gone into a totally different scene. One full of strangers, drinks, and decisions that would completely break my hopes. Hours went by. I sent texts and made calls, at first thinking she was just running late or hanging out with a friend. But as time dragged on, my worries slowly turned into a deep feeling of unease. Then my phone vibrated with a notification from social media. My heart sank. There she was, grinning with a drink in her hand, her body pressed close to another guy at a rooftop party. The frozen laugh in the picture felt like it was mocking me, even though I knew it wasn't on purpose. My chest felt tight. Every minute I had spent picturing our evening together was now replaced by the painful reality that she had picked to be with someone else instead of me. The hurt was not hidden. It was out in the open, clear, and impossible to overlook. I didn't lose my temper. I didn't send furious messages. I chose to stay quiet. That quiet became my way to protect myself, to send a message, and to stand strong all at the same time. Instead of going after her, I did something on purpose. I went to the front door and locked it. It was a small action, but it meant a lot. If she really wanted to come back home, she would have to deal with the results of leaving me waiting. Every minute of my quiet was planned, letting her feel the seriousness of her decisions without me needing to say anything. I poured myself another glass of wine, trying to keep calm. But inside, a strong mix of anger, pain, and shock was swirling around. Every laugh and cheer she shared somewhere else in the city reminded me that once trust is broken, it needs more than just sorry words to fix it. Time felt like it would never end. Outside, the night was full of fun and parties, but inside our apartment in Denver, the quiet felt overwhelming. I sat on the couch, staring at the clock, going over the social media pictures again in my mind, feeling every second of embarrassment and heartache. My thoughts were racing. How could she ignore my feelings so easily? Did she even consider how much this would hurt me emotionally? Part of me wanted to run out, find her, and ask for explanations right away. But deep inside, I knew that staying calm and quiet would say more than any outburst ever could. I let the minutes go by, knowing that the longer I stayed in control, the stronger my point would be. Finally, long after midnight, my phone rang. Seeing her name on the screen made my heart beat faster. It was her. Her voice was shaky with panic, guilt, and worry. "I didn't mean for things to go this far," she stuttered. I didn't answer right away. My quiet made her face the situation she had made. Every second that she saw I wasn't freaking out or yelling added to her realization. This wasn't just a phone call. It was the start of her dealing with what the night had brought. And I planned to let her feel every bit of it. My breathing stayed even and steady, even though my heart was full of feelings. When I finally spoke, my voice was calm but strong. I didn't shout. I didn't fight. "You need to come home," I said. Those simple words meant more than any anger could. Her quick apologies came pouring out, rushed and urgent. But every word seemed hollow next to how deeply she had hurt me. She tried to explain, saying it was just innocent fun. But my quiet made clear the truth she couldn't avoid. What she did wasn't minor, and it couldn't be wiped away with weak sorries. I let her feel the heaviness of all the hours she spent elsewhere, laughing and having a good time, while I sat here in pain and waiting. When she got home, the air felt thick with tension. She looked upset, with tears about to come, her body showing heavy guilt and fear. I didn't hurry to hug her or say mean things. I just let her sit across from me, taking in everything that had happened. Every second of my controlled quiet drove home the point she had missed. Actions lead to results. Slowly, she saw that my steady calm had more strength than any argument could. The room itself seemed to repeat the message. Every shadow, every break in talking showed her facing the truth. Finally, she spoke, her voice cracking. I don't know what got into me. I never wanted to hurt you. Her words broke me, not with anger, but with the open pain, fear, and regret that had finally hit her. I sat there without words as feelings of hurt, love, and careful hope all rushed over me at once. Her unsure words carried the same heavy emotion as her actions that night. In that moment, I realized that the most powerful messages don't always come from anger. Sometimes they come from quiet, from waiting patiently, and from letting the truth hit completely. I stayed silent, letting her deal with the results without me stepping in. My calm way of being there, along with the hours of planned distance, acted like a mirror showing her choices. She understood that broken trust can't be fixed just with words. Her shaking, guilt-filled words were the start of a real facing of what happened, and it wouldn't go away fast. Every look, every pause, every quiet thought said more than I ever could. My self-control made the hurt real, clear, and something she couldn't forget. By the time the night was over, Emily fully understood the lesson. My quiet, my calm, and the simple step of locking the door had said what anger never could. Her regret, her trembling apologies, and the heaviness of her words broke down her pride and my hopes. But it also started a change. That night turned into a lesson about hurt, patience, and inner strength. Sometimes staying quiet, keeping cool, and letting someone feel the full results of what they did makes a bigger mark than words alone ever can. She would never forget it, and neither would I.